Today, just a quick mention about sensory overwhelm and sensory underwhelm. You may hear a lot of the time about sensory overwhelm, and we're here to also talk about sensory underwhelm, where our sensory experience, our sensory needs, preferences, tolerances are not being met, and how that can create a sensory underwhelm in our experience, and that we can work on that to create sensory harmony. On the other hand, you may be hearing a lot around neurodiversity world, around sensory overwhelm. And that is a really, that's a really important part of what is often happening in neurodiverse relationships before we even know that that's what we're in. So sensory overwhelm actually also then can be expressed and present itself in lots of different ways. All of us will have different ways that sensory overwhelm manifests itself. And in the little picture that I've put with this video, you'll see some of those different ways. Some people may be very outward and expressive in their sensory overwhelm. Others may speak a lot, do a lot of talking as an indication that they're in sensory overwhelm. Some may move away, leave a situation with no apparent reason, particularly if we're having a different sensory experience. Some people will feel extremely overwhelmed internally, in their minds, in their head. Some may feel underwhelmed. You may feel low, depressed, unmotivated is one sign of underwhelm, sensory underwhelm. You may just feel like you're drowning and you just barely got your hand above the water, but really it's sensory overwhelm and you feel like you are drowning and you can't do anything. You may feel like hiding. Some people may withdraw and hide and are really frightened as well because our safety is impacted or has been impacting our sensory experience. So sensory overwhelm and underwhelm look very different for different people, and our recovery and our creation of a better sensory experience all are important. And if we can understand those better, we can have very different connection and very different ways of relating in our relationships and in our family. So if this is interesting to you, if you're intrigued, if you know that sensory overwhelm and underwhelm are part of what's going on in your home, perhaps you have been adapting a lot to other people's sensory tolerances, needs, preferences, and you're feeling underwhelmed in your sensory experience, or you've been doing that and feel overwhelmed, come and find us, come and join us in the 21-day quest to sensory harmony and begin to change that, begin to have a better experience straight away, and I will see you there.